You wake before the first glow of dawn, chest tight as if bound by invisible ropes. Even in sleep, your mind has stirred with the ache of unspoken truths and hidden insecurities, ghosts that whisper you must protect yourself at all costs. Today, you will step into that fear and stand utterly exposed in your own vulnerability. Only by laying bare your own wounds can you claim the power that lives within your honesty. You throw aside the blankets and sit on the edge of the bed. The floor beneath your feet is cool, a gentle reminder that you are no longer sheltered by sleep. You press your palms to your thighs and inhale slowly, letting the knot in your chest loosen just enough to sense the tremor that waits. You murmur, "I am here for you," acknowledging the part of you that trembles at the thought of being known. That simple promise carries the weight of everything you have avoided. You rise and move to the closet. You pull on clothes that feel almost too close to your skin, a soft fitted t-shirt and leggings that move with you. No baggy layers today. You slip on a worn pair of sneakers that once felt too plain, now feeling like a lifeline. You stare at your reflection in the mirror, eyes heavy but determined, shoulders squared as though bracing for truth. You murmur, "I shed my armor," and feel the last tether of self-protection loosen. You step outside into the dawn's chill. The sky is a muted gray, as though holding its breath before the sun emerges. The street is silent, only distant trees sigh in the breeze. You pull your hoodie around yourself, half seeking comfort, half willing to lean into the cold. You begin walking toward a place you once dreaded, an open field at the edge of town where no walls or distractions can hide you. Each footstep echoes in the emptiness, your own pulse made audible. As you reach the field, you pause at its border. The grass lies heavy with dew, silvered by the faint light. In that openness, you feel both vulnerable and strangely safe. No concealment, only possibility. You murmur, "Show me what you demand," and step forward. Each blade of grass brushes your ankles, a reminder that the world feels different when you strip away defenses. You let the hush of early morning press in around you, giving space for your own voice to rise. You walk to the center of the field and stand straight, feet planted hip-width apart. The horizon stretches outward, the sky low, the earth vast. You close your eyes and feel the earth beneath your sneakers, solid, unyielding. You plant both hands at your sides and lift your face to the gray sky. A chill breeze sweeps down, tugging at your hair and clothing. You murmur, "I stand naked in my truth." In that moment, every insecurity you have locked away, in moments you felt unworthy, fragile, unseen, rises to greet you. You sense them as a gathering wind at the back of your throat. Fears that if you speak your heart, you will be abandoned. Doubts that if you reveal your wounds, you will be judged. You catch your own breath and utter, "I will not look away," as the wind makes your hoodie billow like a sail. You raise your arms slowly until your palms face the gray sky. You allow the wind to wrap around you, pressing its cool breath against your exposed skin. You murmur, "I invite you in," welcoming vulnerability like a visitor. Every muscle that once tensed at the thought of exposure now trembles with anticipation. You inhale deeply, feeling the wind fill your lungs, and exhale, "I stand unshielded." You lower your arms and draw both hands to your heart, feeling its steady pulse against your palms. You murmur, "I honor my own fragility." You remember times you hid tears so no one would see, times you masked your wounds behind false assurance. You sense that the very moments you feared, revealing your cracks, are where your strength now hides, waiting to be claimed. You take a slow step forward toward the field's center. Beneath the dew, the grass feels slippery. You press into each step with care. Each stride feels like laying your own bones bare. The horizon widens and blurs. No barriers, no distractions. You breathe in the hush and let it settle into your soles. You murmur, "I root myself in truth." At the field center, you stand completely open to sky and earth. A single gust of wind drives 100 raindrops to dance around you like dust. You let the cold seep through your hoodie, reminding you that vulnerability is not warmth. You murmur, "I welcome the chill," and know that power does not always look or feel comfortable. You close your eyes and let the rain's patter become your only rhythm. Each drop on your face feels like a baptism of honesty, no longer pleading for quick comfort. You let tears mix with raindrops, both dripping down your cheeks in indistinguishable streams. You murmur, "I weep as I reveal myself." You feel the relief of releasing grief you once thought you must carry in secret. As you stand in the rain's hush, you remember that power can emerge from softness. You sense the storm within, fear, regret, longing, surfacing in full clarity. You murmur, "I greet you and I claim my courage." In that vow, you feel a subtle tightening in your chest, not anxiety but the forging of resolve. You open your eyes to the gray horizon and watch the rain draw rivulets in the field's depressions. No footprint remains behind you, only the earth's soft indentation marks where you stood. You take a final breath of wind and rain, letting the hush solidify around your chest like a shield you have made from openness rather than armor. You murmur, "I am unbroken." You turn and walk back toward the edge of the field. Each step feels guided by a quiet confidence, a knowing that you have offered your vulnerability to the storm, and it has tempered you into something stronger. The field recedes with each step, but its openness remains within you. You sense that no longer will exposure mean collapse. It will mean standing tall in your truth. When you reach the street, the rain lessens to a steady mist. You pull the hood over your head again, not to hide, but to feel the gentle patter of droplets against fabric. A reminder that you can shelter without shutting away your heart. You walk the remaining steps home under a sky now brightening with the promise of dawn. You murmur, "I return whole." You step inside and let the warmth gather around you, not as a barrier, but as a blanket of acceptance. You peel off your damp clothes and stand under a warm shower, feeling the water wash away the cold of rain and leaving behind the subtle heat of revelation. You murmur, "I wash with my own truth." When you step out, you wrap yourself in a soft towel and make tea ginger with a hint of honey. You cradle the mug in both hands, letting its warmth settle into your palms. You sip slowly, tasting both the tea spice and your own fresh clarity. You murmur, "I sit in my own power." You move to a chair by the window and open your journal. You breathe and let your pen hover above the page. You write, "Today I stood naked in my own vulnerability, greeted my fear as a friend, and let the storm refine my courage." In that open space, I discovered that my power lies not in hiding but in declaring my truth without apology. You close the journal and set it aside, letting the emptiness of your words echo into possibility. As the sun finally breaks free, streaming golden light into the room, you know that you have claimed something essential. From now on, whenever fear demands you protect your heart by concealing it, you will remember the rain, how it cleansed rather than wounded, and stand open, trusting that your vulnerability is the wellspring of your strength.